right. I think we're good. So, anyhow, I'm finally back streaming, and we're starting off with some Terra Mystica here. The arena season for season 4 just started up. The prior season, season 3, just ended, and so we got a lot of days here. And we didn't really play much Terra Mystica last season, which is fine. But now this season, I wanted to play again, and the settings for this season are pretty cool. We are playing on the Fire and Ice board. There's no landscapes. I'm really excited about that, actually. I love the Fire and Ice map. So, yeah, we're going to actually compete this season and see where we can get. The season just started up. And so, yeah, I mean, there's very little movement yet. A couple people have made it to gold. Some people were already at silver. Quite a few people start at silver. If you were in one of the higher leagues last season, you'll start as a silver player. But we are a bronze player because we never played last season, so we were a silver 1 back then. We'll see how long it takes us to get a game. Usually it doesn't take too long, but I probably should have done that before starting a stream, but whatever. Hopefully we'll fill it pretty fast. I don't think I have any restrictions on here, which is fine. Yeah, currently we have very few preferences besides looking for fast games and not wanting to get into slow ones, which makes sense because that is what I prefer. For those who haven't played much on the Fire and Ice map, it is fairly it's different it's definitely different than base map, and some of the faction like ratings really kind of change around. Engineers and like both gray factions are significantly worse. Mermaids are like quite a lot better, and there's a couple other like just interesting things about it. I really actually love it because there's kind of these real fights for connection and stuff, which doesn't always exist on the base map. Certain factions on the base map, like kind of like witches or even engineers, just where they start and how they expand, they basically kind of always connect in like a general game. It's a rare game where like they have to really worry about it. And I think the Fire and Ice map in general just makes every faction kind of think about connection. Expansion is also kind of tricky. You're always kind of balancing on the Fire and Ice map if you want to start in locations that are good for like expansion but might make your connection risky later, or if you want to start in spots that kind of help ensure your connection but are going to make your expansion tricky. It can be hard to get both, where again on the base map for a lot of factions those aren't really questions you have to ask yourself. So there's that. The other thing I like about it is the center of this map kind of has one central landmass where everybody kind of tends to start an upgrade near the center, so everybody's kind of real tight and possibly fighting for hexes early, and so it just leads to a lot of kind of interesting tension early on, which I'm personally a fan of. But yeah, I'm going to briefly be distracted here because I just realized I probably should go drop a thing or two, or drop a message somewhere here. What is my Twitch? There's the link. I should not actually watch this. And we just got a game. Never mind. All right, I recognize Flower. I wonder. This is. I don't actually necessarily know Gray, but like it sort of is spelled how a really good Agricola player is, and I think he plays a couple Terra Mystica games. He also streams, so I wonder if that's who this is. But anyhow, we should worry about who we're playing in a second. Reading the track in reverse, we kind of have dwellings and strongholds. That's not great scoring opportunities. Trading posts doubled up early, so slightly hard to score on the track. Lots of cult spades, so relatively easy to dig. No workers, no coins on the cults. Past tiles, we're missing 4 coins in a cult step. We're missing big building. We're missing temp shipping. Temp shipping is often pretty important on this map for a lot of factions, so that's awkward. I'm going to be boring. This map is really good for mermaids. No temp shipping's a bit of a downer for mermaids, but the past tiles here are really good for mermaids. There's water cult bonuses, give mermaids opportunities. Late game stronghold sanctuary is usually good for mermaids. And yeah, the map is just stupidly good for them, and maybe our opponents don't know that. I sort of recognize Flower. I think I've played him a few times, and I think he's fine, but I'm about to peek at his actual rating here in a sec. I have no idea who this is, and yeah, like, again, the only reason I kind of know who Gray or Gray-E might be is through Agricola. But it looks like he's played relatively little Terra Mystica. But if this is the same Gray-E that I think it might be, he's a very like strong gamer in general. But yeah, no idea. And then this player has played very little Terra Mystica, so probably not somebody we have to be super concerned about winning the game. And yeah, Flower is very good though, but maybe doesn't know the map as much. But so our main competition here is probably Flower. I'm guessing Jung Han's here, whatever, is going to be a little bit of a wild card in this game. It's going to be hard to predict what they're up to probably, and don't totally know what to expect out of Gray here either. Darklings just got put in. Darklings are, as usual, still pretty good. The real issue is that Darklings and Mermaids really are going to fight a lot. Darklings tend to like to start here. Mermaids like to start here. Mermaids like to get this hex so that they can kind of expand up through here. But Darklings would like a lot of these hexes. So just a lot of the blue and black hexes both factions want. The only upshot is like Mermaids can still start here probably and like take these hexes, because Darklings don't care about this stuff unless Darklings do like start over here, which I don't think is very good for them. But again, we have some players that probably don't necessarily know what's good for them, so it wouldn't be shocking if we saw like a Darklings just see, hey, there's lots of blue and black and we'll start over here and never get neighbors. But basically this is making me not super excited about not super excited about taking Darklings or Mermaids. Giants just got put in. Giants can get a lot of leech in the center of this map. The downside for Giants is like they can't make use of any of the cult spades. There's the passing spade that they can't make use of. There's no big building, so I really don't like that. Fakirs are a lot better on this map too, but now we have Giants, so Giants are just want a couple red hexes, and Fakirs really don't care about red hexes. So that's actually not that bad. Giants are going to get to start in the center here and get a lot of early leech and probably still just dig like this to this. Like, I think Giants could be quite good here. I might take them, but not right off the bat. I think I still want Mermaids. If I can get Mermaids and I start like here and here, I should get this hex in this matchup pretty easily. And I can expand through all of this. Eventually that's a connection here. If I can get this hex too, if Darklings decide to like start here and here or something. I think this map is just way too good for Mermaids, and this track is fine for Mermaids. It's not like incredible, but we can probably build a trading post or two in this round. We'll be able to build lots of dwellings. We can build a sanctuary and maybe even a stronghold in the final round. There's lots of points on the past tiles for us. So yeah. Fakirs, I'm trying to look. They're going to get the spades, so that's nice. Darklings will then take priest or worker power. Giants are going to take whichever of priest or worker power that they don't get or should. And that means Giants are just going to get, or Mermaids are just going to get 6 coins, which is fine. Mermaids are probably getting double dig. Yeah, mermaids are probably getting double dig, but giants, depending on who's playing them, could take it. Again, I don't think giants should take double dig early on. I don't think it's good for them, but they might do it. Other people are bidding mermaids a little here. We're gonna bid them at least one or two more. They should have a relatively easy game, and the player I'm least concerned about is at Darklings, and that often means I kind of want to be their neighbor because usually well, it depends. Sometimes they make your life really miserable, but a lot of times they kind of don't really expand that aggressively or cut you off. Everybody's really heavy on mermaids, and I'm willing to keep that up for another bid or two. I might be overbidding them, to be honest, but given how the other people are bidding on them, I'm pretty comfortable just bidding other people down, and I'm still not that sad if I get them at this price. Um, Giants versus Fakirs, it's kind of tough for me to tell what's better, but Fakirs starting with a priest is pretty tempting. Fakirs start here and here. This hex probably is not under super contention early. Even if they lose this hex, Fakirs probably can connect other ways. It's kind of an iffy scoring track, which makes Fakirs a bit better with their inherent point scoring. Giants are in the game, so Fakirs probably get Earth 1. This is paying a lot of points at this point for mermaids. Let's look at the Darklings game plan just for a sec in case I'm missing. Like, they can't be that bad, but I'm really not excited about it. Like, they also have some inherent point scoring, but I guess they get to send a priest to Earth. That's pretty good. They're gonna start here, and like, their expansion for a town is gross. Their other dwelling goes somewhere. Mermaids, yeah, I don't like it the more I look at it. I think, am I really willing to play Fakirs here yet? It might be easiest just to still play mermaids. I think they're gonna have a lot of leech. If Darklings don't start here, and I get to start here and here as mermaids with double dig, I get to just expand everywhere I want to this game. I'll drop another point on mermaids here. This might be too much, but I've also been telling myself a lot lately that I should be paying slightly more for them. Oh, hey, sorry, chat. I've been ignoring. Hey, all. Thanks for tuning in. You're liking Fakirs here a lot? Yeah, the more I'm kind of looking at it, I think I'm happy to be bid off of this. I think I'm going a little too far on the easy faction, but I've been telling myself lately I need to bid more for the easy factions because I keep winding up putting myself in tough spots. But at this point, I think I'm on Team Fakirs. I think our yellow hexes are not going to be touched very much. We get to start with the spade. We should have okay leech. The big downside to me is I think I'm starting here as Fakirs, and I guess hoping like giants and darklings are down here too. Like, I don't know necessarily where my early leech is, and I don't totally know where my connection is, but the expansion is really good. So yeah, that's actually a really good point, Super. Darklings and Giants don't care about the spade tile as much, and it's probably the best tile for Fakirs. They really struggle to generate spades, so being able to get on the spade tile often this game's really good. Fakirs probably can open with a temple and like a dwelling, and then in this round they could build another dwelling or two, and they can go for a second temple this round, and then just build lots of dwellings. Maybe you save a sanctuary for the final round. They might wind up building a sanctuary during these rounds just to make a town, but yeah. Halai's giving us some crap for playing an arena. Flower just bid us down a little on Fakirs, but Mermaids got bid down even more. Darklings are bid down a bit more. Definitely happy to pay a bit more. Champion's already scared. Yeah, that's hopefully it. Halai just won the last season. Halai is super good, but hypothetically we're pretty good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Arita doesn't show ELO, but I am one of the highest rated players on the site, so we'll see if Halai's actually afraid. I don't know. This map this season definitely shifts some things up, but I feel pretty good about this map. I've played a decent bit on it through Board Game Arena and just some other times, and I'm not sure a lot of other people have much experience on it, so that part's always interesting. Flowers bidding us here a bit, which is fine. The more I look at it, I am pretty convinced Fakirs have a good game. I still think Giants have probably a fine game. I just don't think it's great. Their scoring is a little awkward, but I think their expansion and leech is really good. Giants, I think, even could hit this round 2 town, because Giants could stronghold here and build a dwelling here, and then in round 2 build a dwelling, and then a trading post, and get a round 2 town. So yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. But we'll pay another point for Fakirs here. We might go back to Mermaids. If we go back to Mermaids, we're kind of hoping somebody else bids Darklings down. Darklings just can't be that bad, but honestly, I just don't love Darklings when blue is in the game. It leaves things really awkward. But okay, faction's a good setup. Flower went to Giants. I think that's totally fine for us. We paid 6 points here to get Fakirs. We're 1 more than Darklings. We're 6 more than Giants, so we have a pretty good edge on Mermaids. I think that's probably pretty fair. Kind of unfortunate that we didn't necessarily get like a great deal, but it's possible we did get a great deal on Fakirs. I might be underestimating just how good their game's going to be. My real downside is I just don't know how much leech they're going to get. I assume Giants are going to upgrade in the center, and so we'll upgrade here and get some leech. And Mermaids will eventually need to build this hex. But it really depends on how much. If Darklings start here and I get to start here, then I think I'm pretty happy about my leech situation. But the Darklings is kind of the wild card to me. And so the starting spot I talked about way long ago when I was talking about Mermaids, that is where Darklings go. Mermaids maybe will join them by going here, but this is kind of messy for both of them. So I'm already fairly happy to be out of that fight. We definitely send one here, and I think the other one goes here. These 3 hexes, it's one of these. This one clearly is wrong, I think. I think this is the right hex, and then fly to these 2. The only slight danger is if like Darklings do decide to like start here or here, then this hex isn't very good. Darklings might not be starting center. I think we go here though and hope to entice the Darklings right here. We also kind of hope to entice Giants here, but I don't think Giants should start here. I think Giants' goal should be to upgrade center and then go here, here, and get to this hex. Although I guess now that we're here, we could steal this hex from Giants. Which is actually pretty good if we think. I mean, so it's a little unfortunate to like already be playing meta, but Flower is, I think, our main competition here, and the easiest way to mess with Giants is to take their hexes, because all their hexes take 2 digs to get, so taking their natural reds really hurts them a lot. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out here in a sec. Yeah. Hey, Super. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think some of the pressure on all of this will force Mermaids to. Mermaids might have to respond to this threat by going here. I'm not even sure. Darklings don't go center, which actually that's really good news for Giants though. Giants might be able to get right. Giants might be able to dig this now and get to here, which would be pretty sweet. But Mermaids probably want this hex. I mean, the thing is, Mermaids want both of these hexes now. But maybe they just double dig both of these hexes. It depends on how fast Giants upgrade, I guess. I don't know. Giants do start here. That's good for them and good for us. We're getting the nice little leech stuff that we wanted. We might even upgrade here first, to be honest. Mermaids do go here. All of that looks messy. I'm actually going to turn off the hex things now. I realized I have them on just because it helps like talk about numbers, but I can just point when I'm on stream. So let's turn those off for now. Yeah, I think this is actually a really good start for us. The one kind of major concern, like I had earlier, was that I think this is our connection hex, or at least our easiest connection hex. But given where Darklean started, I think this can also be our connection hex, because we can fly here and then eventually connect all the way around. So I think we have 2 connection paths, and neither of them are that threatened. This might be... I just don't think Giants want this. I think Giants might actually put their stronghold here and try to like bridge through this stuff. Simply because this looks like the sanctuary town to me. If they can get away with it, that is. I guess you still put the stronghold here for Leech. Yeah, I really don't know. It's messy. Darklings took worker power. Giants have the priest. And mermaids actually went for the guaranteed double dig and some points. I think that's fine, but I think they probably get... Oh, they don't really have a guaranteed double dig otherwise, I guess, because they don't know where the leech is coming from. But I generally like to take 6 coins over this, but it's okay. I'm leaning towards we're gonna upgrade here first. Make our first temple here. But we're going to kind of see where other people are upgrading. If both of our opponents upgrade here, we're definitely going to upgrade here. But I'm expecting Giants upgrade here. It also looks like our Spade is going to need to go here, which is fine. There's a slight concern that Giants would take this Hex, but it just doesn't look very good for them. We're assuming Giants are opening Stronghold here, by the way, which... I'd be pretty surprised if they don't, but we'll find out. Giants do upgrade here first, so their stronghold's presumably going here. I think Giants need this hex more than anything, to be honest. Making it onto this... Actually, Giants really want this hex still, too. Darklings are upgrading here. I think we follow Darklings. Giants will eventually upgrade next to us. Darklings are likely to take this pretty early. Whereas up here, mermaids might go here at some point, but I'm really happy actually that mermaids went here too, because they're going to take these hexes, but I don't think they care about this one, so I think we can still get through here for like a town pretty well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put our temple here. If the Giants make their stronghold on the next move, I'm going to use our Spade and just build a dwelling here. I'm going to take Earth 1, but I just don't... I don't care about those 2 points as much as about making sure I just get this Hex. I don't think Giants would take it, but I don't want to mess around. I think our plan is... Actually, I don't know what our plan here is, to be honest. Like, one argument is to save power for double dig, but we're not really in a position to use double dig until we fly to this hex and then could take these 2. We do want to get quite a few dwellings out, but... Yeah, I could dig a sanctuary town, but we'll see. I personally probably play Fakirs slightly different or wrong, as in I actually don't push much for towns. I don't really care. I really like to use my resources to just expand rapidly and build up, expand, like gets lots of dwellings and also get temples going and get lots of priest production. So I prefer to use my power for coins actions. But we'll see. Mermaids go Earth 1. That's good. Mermaids are letting Giants double dig. I missed that. Oh, Giants don't, though. Because Flower's a good player. Sorry, Flower's not going to double dig. Flower takes the workers that he needs, which is good. he needs workers because he's going to go stronghold and then still want to build a dwelling. So actually, he probably wants to build 2 dwellings still. I really hope mermaids take this hex. It's going to be very nice for giants if they can dig and take these 2. But we'll see. Hey, X-Ray. Hey, Rilo. Alright. Get some leech. That's good. Giant ship and go southeast. Yeah, I mean, giants want to get over here. It depends on how much... Oh, yeah, he already has priest. That's true. Yeah, you're right. He probably does dig here and advance his ship and goes here. He's going to want shipping early anyhow. He probably actually is hoping to get enough leech to... so that he can take a... take the coins power action. Coins are very good. That's another Earth 1 gone there. I think we're just taking Earth 1 then too. Yeah, I don't see any other good reason to do anything else really. This track isn't like super high scoring, and taking Earth 1 is just kind of generally correct anyhow. Sometimes it can be fun to not, but there's not a lot of great reasons not to take this. Raid! Whoa! Hey, play Agricola. We're not actually playing Agricola here, so sorry, folks. This is Terra Mystica, the other best game of all time, along with Agricola. But thanks for the raid. We just started up this game, and we're playing Fakirs, and it's going okay, is where I would put it. There's nothing wrong yet, but there's nothing telling us it's going great. The real question is what we are going to use our early power for. Okay, this is what we were hoping for. So mermaids are taking this hex, so giants can't get the super easy little stuff here. This actually constrains giants a decent bit. I think giants have to take this now. Because if giants don't take this, I guess they go through the north, but that looks messy. We're going to spade this next, just in case giants would take it. I don't think they would, but it's where we want to go. If the priest comes back around to us, we might take the priest power action just so we can get out another dwelling this round. We'll already fly up here, which would be pretty good. We're going to fly early, I think, is the way we're going to reach hexes. We're going to try to reach these hexes pretty quickly. And get our dwellings going, and we'll worry about digging stuff out later. We're aiming to get a second temple in this round. We wouldn't mind getting the priest onto the air spot for the spade at the end of round 3. That's a pretty cheap way to get a spade, but we really need a lot of priests then to make all that work. Darklings goes there, that's fine. We use our spade, take this hex. Yeah. Build our dwelling. That gives giants a nice boost of power. I kind of expect giants are going to take the coins with their next action. Giants are just getting a lot of early leech, which they tend to do on this map, and that is very strong for them. Mermaids are just still building, kind of as expected. They're going to pass very soon. Darklings are going to pass soon. Somewhat annoyingly, giants are probably not passing that soon, and they have the priest tile that we would like. They do take the coins right away. I think at this point, I think they want to advance ship, but like I say, I think they might have to take this hex, because if mermaids takes this, I guess giants can go up through the north and then eventually connect by getting around all this, but it's a little awkward. Darklings pass for the coins, makes sense. This is where we kind of have a decision, but I think we just take the priest power action. The priest power action lets us get another dwelling out this round, and that's pretty good. We'd end at Temple 3 dwellings. We'd have pretty good production. We'd be able to do another fly next round at the very least. We won't be able to dig next round, but I don't think we're going to need to. We'll end next round with Temple 4 dwellings at the worst. And I think we're going to actually need power for a coins power action so that we can build our temple in round 3. So, yeah, I'm going to take a priest here. I think this is good. What about the dwelling pass tile? So this is a pretty good pass tile, but I don't really care if we get it or not. I would like the priest. I'd like to expand, but it looks like we are going to get the dwelling pass tile. So 3 coins and like 4 points is quite good. Giants do take this. Giants still have a priest left, but there's no real cult rewards for them is the only saving grace. So they might just pass to get their preferred tile. So maybe we will get a priest tile still, which is what I would really like most of all. But Giants might be going for the round 2 town, I just realized. They might still be doing that. They would just take this hex upgrade and then have to expand from there. I don't know if I love that, but it could be a thing they're going for. Leech wise and just expansion wise, I don't think it really matters what hex I fly to, so I think I want to just fly to this one. Yeah, that seems good. And yeah, now if Giants pass, I would like to take their priest tile. If they don't, I take this. Either way, we're okay. The upshot to the priest tile is that we get to build 2 dwellings next round. And indeed, they do pass. So we get the priest, which I think is really good for us. We get to build 2 dwellings next round now and have a really great worker economy. The big question is then, where are we going to get our coins after that? But we will see. If we get a bit more leech soon, that would be great, but it's not super clear where we're going to get it. One of the downsides to, we're kind of building on the edges of the map, so it's people aren't really building next to us very much, which reduces some of our leech, which is unfortunate, but early pass for a dig looks cool. Yeah, getting back on this tile would be pretty good. We're going to have a pretty fast round. I'm just building a dwelling, and passing. This tile is also going to be quite good for us. This is like 4 coins and 4 points. This is like 3 coins and a spade. Those are pretty equivalent. So either of those counts as good outcomes for us. We'll see which we get. This priest to the air spot is what we're going to also be fighting for at the start of round 3. We're not going to do it here. Actually, wait, the priest to earth is still open. Wait a sec, everybody. I might have lied about the whole 2 dwellings this round. As much as I love dwellings, I love spades even more. I think I'm going to send priest to earth first action if we're allowed to. Yeah, almost certainly. I think I'd like to take this red hex and this brown hex and just have these 3 hexes as a really nice town, and mermaids will certainly join us. Okay, but mermaids take away the priest to earth, which is totally kind of expected. Giants take coins again. Very good for them. Very, very good play. We're going to go this hex next, or is there any chance mermaids... I guess there's a chance mermaids are going to dig this hex to get 2 dwellings out, so we should fly here next. Yeah, that's correct. We're going to go here. Just because, again, we really want to maximize our leech. We're only 3 power away from being able to take a coins power action, and that's... we really want that coins power action. We would love if Darkling's built next to us, or make a sanctuary next to us. Yeah, that makes total sense. That's what their resources are. That's a really good play. It'll be interesting to see if he takes water 1 right away. I'm not that worried if I get water 1 this game, but I also wouldn't hate taking water 1. They take fire 1. That's quite good. Yeah, that's good moves from Darklings here. Mermaids builds this dwelling. Makes sense. Giants are going to go for the town. We are going to just build another dwelling here. And then we're going to pass. And honestly, I don't even know what I'm going to pass for yet. I think the spade has to be the right answer, but... I also don't know how many digs I want this game. Like, I want this hex and I want this hex. And then I need this hex for connection, I guess, at this point. It's not a lot of hexes. Yeah, it's not a lot of hexes that we need. Mermaids are passing for the spade, so that makes our decision pretty clear. We're just gonna go take this tile now. Which is kind of fine because I was just talking about how many spades we need. If we can get priest to air next round, that helps solve a lot of our spade issues. The slightly trickier problem is mermaids might also want the coins at the start of next round, but we're gonna hope that they want double dig, I guess. I guess if we don't get coins, it's not that bad. Maybe we don't even build another temple. That sounds not very great, but yeah, we'll pass here. Admittedly, it is kind of awkward for us to take the coins right now because I'm not totally sure. I never want to be able to double dig. But the thing is, we produce so many workers now, I'm pretty content to hard dig once or twice. And as I'm saying, I don't actually see how many... I don't know how many hard digs I really need this game, so... I just don't need a lot of spades. I do need a lot of coins still. But we have great workers. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dwellings. I mean, that's quite good. We still have one flight that we can do. This hex is a flight that gets us another flight. This hex is also then would be either of these hexes actually is a spot that will give us another flight. And then, you know, we can this is also a hex that gets us places. We eventually need range, but I missed. Giants took a ship town, so they're already at 2 shipping, so that's kind of a concern. They can get a lot of places. Giants are doing really good things. It's possible we underbid them. They're already getting 6 points on the pass here too. They have a pretty good economy going. They chose to upgrade where it doesn't help us, which makes sense, but is annoying. Yeah, Ghostly, I'm probably just aiming for one town right up here. I don't really want to fight any more than that. Mermaids do just take the coins. It's really good for them. That means we don't have a lot of coins, but we're going to send Priest to air now then, because getting a free spade is good. We might not actually build a temple this round. We might just build a trading post, which... as you can kind of tell by my voice, doesn't thrill me, but we'll live with that if that's where we're at. I'm kind of guessing that Darklings are going to build a temple for what? Oh, actually, no, they aren't. This could be the round where we see some people fighting for Water 1, but we don't really have the ability to do that, nor do we super care here, to be honest. What about 2 trading posts? Yeah, I might just build 2 trading posts. It's definitely a possibility. The main downside is I can't totally build them where I want. I want them up here, and so I really need mermaids to come join me. Like, I want to make this a trading post for sure. But I'll probably just build a trading post here. It's going to hand giants a lot of leech, but they've already gotten a lot of leech, and I guess whatever, they're going to keep getting a lot of leech. We do have enough power now. We could just use power for coins. And we could still make a temple, but again, I don't know if I want to do that. I suppose I can always bridge. I might settle for a bridge pretty soon. Like, I would prefer to not need a bridge, but we could settle for a bridge town. We could even eventually sanctuary town here, I guess. We do have this option to double dig this hex almost whenever. So maybe we do 2 town yet. It might be worth it. There's also the option to bridge and town down here. So, I mean, like, in a crazy... we could 3 town, but I don't think that's good. Yeah, I think I just put the trading post here. I really want mermaids to come, but I just don't know when. Like, they have so much... mermaids, admittedly, are doing... they have a ton of resources. They have a lot of options this round. Then they have a lot of neighbors. So... all that's good. It's possible we actually should have put our trading post here because I forgot mermaids still need to come here. I put it here because I thought giants might build next to us, but giants are like never building next to us. So this was probably a mild error. I should have put the trading post here for when mermaids eventually take that hex. But is Fire 1 still okay? Yeah, so if I build a temple, it's almost certainly for Fire 1. I just don't have the economy really to justify Water 1. because I'm just not getting that much leech, and I don't see a future where I'm getting like tons more leech than I currently am. I'm just not next to people. Up here, I'll get some leech, I guess. Like, this should be a pretty decent partnership with mermaids. But everywhere else, I'm kind of capped out. I mean, mermaids should, I guess, eventually come down here too, but I don't know. This hex is this hex is now our connection hex too. I should probably, honestly, next round I should probably just hard dig this hex as one of my early actions. It's possible giants are going to take it this round on us, but we'll see. Mermaids do come up here. That's really nice, though. I think I am going to just build a trading post here now. I have to really think about this. I really want priest production because priests are points, and we have so many carpet flights still available to us. But it's 3 more points right now to just build the trading post, which is also points, and then it's pretty good economy because we'd actually be producing some coins for a little bit. Let's see what's happening. Darklings are probably gonna pass in a second, and they're gonna take the coins power action, and or they're gonna take the 7 coins tile. It's possible that we should just pass here for the 7 coins tile and the 7 coins power action. It's just a lot of coins for our game that we don't currently have. It's also 1 more point for us currently if we don't build the trading post because of this tile. So actually, I'm kind of talking myself out of building the other trading post now that I'm thinking about it. If we take this 7 coins and then the 7 coins power action, we also have a good justification to then take water 1 with a temple in this round. We're definitely leaving ourselves some vulnerabilities in a lot of these lines, but I think I'm gonna pass. I think I'm talking myself into just taking coins plus coins. I think that solves most of our major issues. Hey, AP. The auction was roughly, mermaids went for like 14-ish, darklings were like 26 or 25, I think. We were 24 and giants were 30. Giants are doing very well. They're probably in the lead here. Yeah, they almost have to be in the lead. But, and yeah, okay. Giants are going to take that hex from us. I was kind of worried about that. Flower is probably trying to build a town up here, and or he just knows that we need that. But this is pretty aggressive Giants behavior against us already, which not totally shocking. Again, Flower and I are probably the 2 main people to worry about this game, although the Darklings and Mermaids players are doing good things. It's not like they're playing like slouches, so I'm not totally sure. But anyhow, this is also a neighbor for Flower, plus where he wants to build a town, so it's good. We're probably, I guess this is our connection hex now. We could take this hex to connect. Flower looks to have very little interest in blocking that from us. Presumably he wants to expand on his own towns and stuff. So I think we are going to aim for a sanctuary town here now, and a town here, and we connect here. Yeah, I think that's okay. It does mean that we need to, I think we're going to really try to keep running a really worker heavy economy, and we might just wind up like hard digging, but that's okay. Flower's at a lot of points and has a pretty good economy going. I think we're probably going to lose to Giants this game, but we're not doing that badly by any means, but I guess we're not that many points behind either. Maybe I'm underestimating where we're at as well, but Mermaids really need this hex to connect. They probably need to take that next round. Because giants at giants will never take that though. Never mind. Mermaids are pretty safe. Giants aren't gonna connect up their towns. Giants are gonna try to make a town here. I'm expecting giants are gonna try to bridge and make 3 towns yet this game. 1 town up here, 1 town kind of here-ish. Mermaids are setting up this town, which is really nice for them. Yeah, mermaids are still doing really good stuff too. Mermaids just have so many resources. Mermaids and giants kind of being in the center here means they've both just got lots of leech, so they have a lot of flexibility. We're getting another little dribble of power though. That's good. We should get some more power up here. I think we have to dig this red hex with our cult spade because giants might otherwise get up over here. Mermaids take a ship town. That's fine. Doesn't scare us too much. But yeah, I think we take this red hex. That means we need to dig this hex and this hex throughout the game. That's not that many digs. Especially given how many workers we have. So we'll see. The upshot is our opponents are producing a lot more coins now too, so they might not be quite as desperate for coins power actions as we are in the future. So we'll see. The cults are still very wide open. Just nobody here. Like, it makes sense. We have Darklings and Fakirs and Giants. Like, not a lot of factions that have extra priests, and there's not that many temples on the board. Yeah, I said I have to take this hex. We passed first for the coins. Let's not even really think about it. Now we have tons of resources. That part feels great. There are still 2 copies of Water 1. I think we're definitely going to build a temple for Water 1. Yeah, we're going to temple for Water 1. We want this hex with our flight. That's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so this is classic B. This is how we play. We get lots of resources and then we hope it all works out. Yeah, at this point I think I am. I think I'm gonna hope for 2 towns this game. I'm gonna hope to connect and get pretty decent network for it. And hopefully that's enough. I mean, cult-wise, I don't really intend to fight cults because our priests are so valuable doing other things, namely flying all over the place for 1,000,000 points. But not having a range town is going to be pretty awkward for getting a lot of dwellings out. We can build 1 dwelling and another dwelling this round, and then next round we'd really like to be building lots of dwellings, and we can't reach them unless we... Well, maybe we can get a range town out of this town and then save this hypothetical sanctuary town for the last round. I think I'm going to fly here as my next action. No, I'm going to take this hex as my next action, right? I guess giants aren't up here, but I don't know. I don't know. There's also a question if we should just hard dig this hex right away this round. I guess I also am talking about templing for Water 1. Is there a possible race for Water 1? There is a possible race for Water 1, but mermaids don't really look to want it. So what is our priority? I don't really know. We want to get here. We want to build here. We want to do this. We want to make a trading post. We might even want to hard dig and build this and make this a trading post. It's quite a few things to do. I don't know if the order matters on much. I guess the main thing is we want to maximize leech, but we also want to maximize points. So I guess we go for Water 1 and then make this a trading post for when mermaids build next to us. Giving giants power right now is giving them a 2-for-1, but I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So yeah, I guess losing Water 1 at this point is probably the most annoying. Water 1 should be at least 9 points and it might be 12. And Fire 1 is clearly wrong, and we really do want another temple, so... Yeah, oh yeah, the range towns are already gone. That's a good point. There are no range towns. Yeah, so about that. That's true. I'm never getting a range town this game. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Those got taken very aggressively. Well, that's awkward, but honestly, we'll survive. And the answer on how we're going to survive is not that well, but we probably are going to have to actually build a stronghold this game, which means this is now going to be a stronghold town. Yeah, having to ford the stronghold is going to be really awkward. This is not going very well, and it's going to be an awkward Fakirs game for us. Oh well. Yeah, giant. Yeah, the range towns are gone. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, when mermaids took that town, the other one disappeared. But oh well. All the better that we grabbed water 1, because we're gonna run out of victory points pretty fast then. But that's okay. Mermaids might build trading posts next to us still, so I think we upgrade this for leech maximization. We really need leech. I guess there's a chance mermaids double dig this on us, but actually, yeah, I haven't been paying attention to that. Mermaids might double dig this and make their own town right through here, and then they'll make another town right here. So I probably should have hard dug this. But oh well. Yeah, hey everybody. Yeah, so I think it is important to kind of constantly have your kind of dream, like kind of what you're trying to build towards always in your head. And yes, it is constantly in flux. So like, obviously, as you all heard, I just realized range towns are out. So I think that means I need a stronghold. I mean, the other alternative here is that I just give up network and I just don't build a stronghold. I don't connect. And that might be the correct play. I mean, giants are doing pretty well in network. Mermaids look to do pretty well in network. So we might just be like fighting darklings on network, in which case, does it matter? Like, maybe we just let network go and say, who cares? I mean, we do care. We don't actually have enough victory points, but we don't have a lot of other options. Our next move is going to be to hard dig and build this, because I do just want a town right here. We'll build this. We'll fly and build this. We'll end the round with 2 temples, a trading post, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwellings. That's pretty good. But yeah, the problem is the range lets us fly a ton, right? Exactly. Like, not getting to fly is a real shame, and it negates half the reason we took, another temple so that we have more priests. So we might still just need to build a stronghold just so we can fly. The problem is we're not we'd like to fly during this round, but we're not really going to be able to, build a lot of dwellings during this round. But then building a stronghold is super expensive, and how many flights are we going to have left after doing that? The answers to all of that are not great, but smell cult fakirs. Yeah, hey Sid. Yeah, it is a new season, so we're starting off, and we're probably starting off with this not a great game. It's not awful, but it's not great. Anyhow, yeah, could we do culty fakirs? We could do slightly culty fakirs, I guess. The cults are pretty open, and we're gonna have priests, but I guess the other crazy thought is that we stronghold now. We have the resources. We could stronghold now, and we could reach a lot of places to fly, but that looks literally awful for our coin economy. It does produce another priest, so there's that. We'd get all of our dwellings out, but we have no coins then. No clear path to more coins for what it's worth. So I'm going to say no to that plan. I don't think that plan works. I think the plan is we build this dwelling, this dwelling. I've missed that mermaids have been thinking this long. Mermaids almost certainly are debating if double digging this is correct. I think this is the only real debate they have, but they don't go for it, which is nice. We're hard digging this hex immediately. The stronghold plan is silly for what it's worth. Also, this is a classic argument of I could, of course, take single spade here to do the dig, but hard digging is better. I need these for coins still, I think, and I have lots of workers. So it's better to use workers to dig rather than need to convert workers to coins later, converting power to coins is better. So yeah, we get this hex ramped up. We'll take this hex. We get this hex. We're still doing reasonably well on points. Who's on the dwelling tile? Darklings. We're completely out of position to get that tile, so that's not very good. Oh well. Does time spent by my opponent influence my decision making? Not that much. Hey, Crix. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually the gray that we know or not. I think it probably is, but I guess I haven't asked him, and he hasn't. I don't think he's written in chat anything. So yeah, like, it's interesting. As for like getting angry or blundering, that's not really what happens, but yeah, I do kind of prefer a slightly faster pace of play, although I'm not even that fast of a player myself because I kind of think through important decision points too, so it's totally fine. I'm at the pace of play where I kind of want people to spend about 20-ish minutes per player. Maybe a little longer than that's fine. And so this game's been going at a fine pace. I don't really have any complaints thus far. Some games there are players that take like 40 minutes for all their moves, and that gets to me. But okay, nice Crix. Yeah, I mean, just the way it's spelled and kind of just the time. I know that he's talked a little bit on or I've seen him comment on one or two of Lumen's streams on some Terra Mystica stuff, so I do think he knows a bit of Terra Mystica things. All right, we have to take this hex, our next action. Giants just got here. We are not letting Giants take that hex. Giants probably want this hex and then this hex, which is kind of unfortunate because I wanted one of these hexes. I wanted to hard dig one and then fly here. My next round, I think, is going to involve hard digging one of these two hexes and flying here. So we're going to get a little bit fighty with Giants, I guess, but that's okay. Doing another hard dig is okay. The main downside to doing another hard dig is that it pretty much means we're probably not going to actually town here. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get to this hex, or this hex at this point. But there's only so much we can do, so it's okay. We said we were flying to this hex. Let's not think about that. It's just a have to do. We build this hex with our next action. We'll produce a lot of workers, so we could justify doing the other hard digs next round. Partly because just building dwellings next round is obviously really valuable. The one other downside to our position right now is one of the... Actually, we maybe don't need the range. So we need range to connect, but I'm just noticing, if next round we actually hard dig and then build, we can get away with hard digging and building, or more than hard digging, and then we can also dig this and build this. So we can reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more hexes than we're currently on. 6 more hexes is like all of our structures. Like, we would leave just 3 buildings on our board. That's fine. Not connecting is a downer, but I mean, we don't have a choice. This dwelling scores points for us next round regardless, so we maybe should pass for the spade right now. This is 3 coins and a spade, and I just talked about wanting to hard dig. It's probably best to pass right now. I mean, the alternative is we could get this trading post tile, but I don't really know how many trading posts I plan to have on the board. And I absolutely want to dig at this point. I think I'm definitely not doing the stronghold stuff. I think that's just bad. The other advantage to passing right now is that we're right behind Giants, and Giants are on the tile that we would like the very most. Next round, we would like to pass for the dwelling tile in round 5 into round 6. So yeah, I think we passed right here, actually. Which wasn't necessarily what I was thinking we were going to do, but that looks good. Anyhow, how are we doing? We're at 65 points, but our opponents are at pretty good points. Flower, in particular, is looking like they're still winning this game, I think. Flower's going to have good network. Cults are really... Mermaids actually have a really good cult game. Like, this game is far... The only person that I think is kind of out of this game is Darklings. Darklings have picked spots where they're more or less completely trapped, right? The only hexes Darklings can go to are like here and here. They're pretty stuck. I just don't see Darklings scoring enough points. Although there is still a copy of Water 1 for Darklings, so there is that. But yeah, I think the ideal situation for us now looks like I say, we're gonna hard dig. We're gonna hard dig like this hex, or actually this hex, or not hard dig. We're gonna use our spade to take this, fly here, and then in the final round, we probably are gonna like fly and dig, fly and build, fly and build, fly and build. That's a pretty good sequence. That's a lot. That's like another 4 flights. Takes another hex away from Giants, who are our main concern. We should get to at least like 110 points in game. It's probably not enough, but we probably are just gonna one town then. I don't think I'm gonna sanctuary town. I don't think it's worth it. We'll just build a trading post, and then maybe have to build an expensive trading post just a town. I guess we could take a bridge just to block a bridge if that looks like it matters. Weird. When he did his undo, all the hex names came back. That's funky. We're doing quite well resource-wise still. So that part's good. Darklings should take coins here. If they don't, I would assume Giants will. I think I want to dig this hex away from Giants. I think it's just slightly more annoying. It gives us one more neighbor assuredly, rather than take this hex. So our first move is going to be to spade this hex or take this if Giants build on here first. Giants can always build here later, to be fair. Like they're presumably gonna bridge and make this town, but that's okay. Darklings are probably trying to figure out what their long-term plan is. They're again they take the coins. I think they should just build a temple for Water 1 and try to eke out as many points as they can. But again, they're kind of trapped. It's going to be a bit sad if they beat us on network, just because they are pretty trapped. So, I mean, I guess we have to at least consider taking this hex and building a stronghold. But it's just so expensive for us to double dig and make our stupidly expensive stronghold. Giants are going for this. We're definitely going to take this hex from them. We have to take this hex and expand over here. Well, we don't have to, but we're going to. We want to. We want to get 2 more dwellings out. We'd love to get 3 more dwellings out, but I don't know if that's realistic. Oh, wait, we have this spot. I forgot. We do have 3 more dwellings. Lovely. Look at us go. Let's spade this. Build here. Oh, boy, my dog just found a squeaky toy. Hey, buddy. Can we not squeaky toy while we're on stream? Hi. Yeah, you want to come join the viewers? Come on. Come on, buddy. Come help us out. Oh, yep. Help us out, buddy. All right. I got Loki here. I think he's a little worried. Yeah. Whoop. You're okay, bud. I got you. Loki. Yeah, Loki is my dog's name. All right. Let's not squeaky toy while we're on cam. Let's go grab a bone instead. There you go. No, not the squeaky toy. Thanks, Rilo. I'm glad to hear it's that much better. I guess in the future I'll have to figure out I need to get an actual movable webcam, I guess. That way we can see the handsome fellow more often. But anyhow, this game. What are the odds Biz will require pet cams? I mean, you should bring that up to him. I don't know if he's considered it. Giants just double dug, and they took that yellow hex, which is fine. We don't care about that yellow hex. We do want to fly to this yellow hex. We want to build this yellow hex. None of our opponents can reach that stuff yet, I don't think. But let's just get here, I guess. Yeah, we build here. We're going to build here. We're going to build this. We probably build this trading post. I'm not sure there's a lot else we do this round. The trading post tile is open, so actually we might... Well, we're going to build this, and then it's possible we just pass so that we can get the 7 coins action and have this trading post pass tile. This trading post pass tile is pretty good for us, and like I say, I kind of have this plan to fly and dig this hex yellow, then fly and build this hex, fly and build this hex, fly and build this hex. But in order to build all these hexes, we do need to free up dwellings anyhow by building trading posts. So there's a decent bit left for us to do to make all that happen, but Loki's a 700 player? Yeah, probably. Hey, come on. Let's put this away for a sec. Yeah. How about this? Yeah, come here. Oh, yeah. This isn't what we want, is it? All right. What do we got? We got Darkling's building a big dwelling town. Makes sense. He's getting out lots of dwellings. That's good for him. Yeah, all of our opponents are doing quite well, actually. Mermaids still need this hex to connect, but I guess, yeah, he like, you know, giants aren't going to take this hex on you. And you know I'm not going to triple dig it, so you can just leave it for whenever you want. We just want to build dwellings, so let's get our points. We're out of dwellings to build. This last dwelling doesn't produce income, so building the trading post is very tempting, because it's just like we gain income, but passing for a scoring pass tile and also the 7 coins action is an even better path to improving our economy, because 7 coins power action is just really that good. So we'll see. Our dream at this point is to build 3 trading posts and 3 dwellings. That's 9 workers, 15 coins. Gray is passing right now. Oh, but understandably for the ship scoring. We did not care about that, but they did. That makes sense. Mermaid's economy is so good. Look at this. I mean, they've built so much of their stuff. They have both their big buildings left. They have tons of resources. We should have just bid more to play Mermaids. This map is stupidly good for them, and they're still doing very well. They're not that many points behind us. Mermaids are probably going to hit 5 ship. Mermaids probably have 2 more towns. It does look like Mermaids need to take a bridge to make... Oh, Mermaids don't have to take a bridge. They could temple, or they could sanctuary for fire 2 and then build an expensive trading post. I mean, that's not great, but... Chu Town just got taken by Darklings. Given how little cult competition there is, that does seem reasonable. Passing first is less exciting now, given that we're not actually passing first and we can't guarantee the coins. I suspect Mermaids does probably need to take the coins if they're going to do all their advanced shipping. It's also not clear what else Mermaids need. It's not like Mermaids need hexes, right? I guess bridge was the only thought, but... Yeah, Ghostly, this one is showing as the Fakirs town. It really is rubbing it in. I totally forgot that those things can run out sometimes. Giants just passed for the trading post tile. So the dwelling tile is there, and if we don't take it, Darklings probably will. We don't really have anything worth doing beyond securing victory points, so we may as well pass and do that. We're not in a great spot, though, as we know, but oh well. Our coins are still not very good. We don't have many trading posts on the board, and we're very unlikely to get the 7 coins power action. I'm going to take the bridge power action to just make this town if it comes to us. The only reason I'm going to do that is because otherwise I'm going to have to expensive trading post and expensive trading post is the same as spending 3 power for a bridge, right? So I may as well block the bridge from the board in case, giants want it or mermaids want it. My guess is that mermaids are going to take the coins and giants are going to take the bridge, though. Like, I think the first 2 actions of next round is bridge and coins in some fashion. But I guess giants don't even need the bridge. Giants can sanctuary for fire 2, build a trading post, build a dwelling, and 2 trading posts. Yeah, they do have the ability to do that. So looking at the network competition, mermaids are pretty clearly going to get down to 3 structures left on their board. I think giants are also fairly likely to get there. Actually, giants don't have red hexes left. So there is that. Gosh, is it worth us to try to connect? Connection is just so expensive for us because we have to double dig and make that stupid stronghold. I guess the stronghold does at least not cost us a bridge or expensive trading post for our town, so there's that, but I just don't think it's good. I think the best path to points for us almost has to be trading post, expensive trading post for a town. And then we're gonna fly and probably hard dig this hex, and then fly and build, and then that might just be our round. That would leave us with these 3 big buildings left and 1 trading post unbuilt, and that would also leave us 1 short away from this flight, but I just don't think we're gonna have the resources to eke out the rest of it, unless maybe if I take like a coin town, but I don't really want to take a coin town when I can take, like, this is like 11 points or something. Like 9 points in a priest is, priests are crazy valuable. I mean, look at this game. Like, there's just no cult fight, no cult competitions, and we want to use all of our priests for flights. Maybe I don't want to use I do want to use my priests for flights. They're still 4 points each, but gosh, there's a lot of points on these cults to be had. This is not the best start to our arena season, but that's okay. We've learned an important lesson, everybody. Fakirs, even on this map, they look okay, but they're just not. Mermaids are just stupidly good, no matter. I guess again, to be fair, mermaids I do think were benefited quite a bit by Darkthings not starting in the center. I think that, but even I don't know actually. There's just so many ways it goes well for mermaids and so few ways it goes well for us. Nobody did take the bridge. What did giants do? Giants sent priests to fire as their first move. Oh, they didn't have power for the bridge, maybe? Because they were at 3 and 1. Oh, yeah, they couldn't take the bridge. Well, yeah, we're just going to take the bridge. That's fine. It's fine by us. I think I do just want a priest town. I need 15 coins to build everything I said I wanted to, actually. And we're currently at 13. And I have 1 extra worker, even accounting for the hard dig. So we only need 2 leech to actually make use of 4 flights. But we don't have 4 flights. So yeah, let's take another priest. This could be a 13-point town. Let's put it up here, I guess. Yeah, I can just jam mermaids every game. Yeah, I mean, the card extension is working. How do you know the card extension is working? Crix, you're going to have to tell me this. I don't even have a Grickle up. With that said, I do think I changed my monitors around so that the card extension should work. I was mucking about with it the other day. Not that I've been streaming a Grickle anytime soon, obviously, but sounds like yesterday all over again. Just take mermaids? I mean, take the easy faction. It's good. Yeah. So our end game at least has a lot of victory points coming, but the big issue is I think our game ends at like 120s to 130s, which is a pretty good game, but it's not like 140s, which is what I'm expecting it's going to take to win this game, but we'll see. Needing 2 leech for a town, not taking coins. Ah, yes, Ghostly. Yeah, that's fair. If you click the... Oh, okay, interesting, Crix. Yeah, that's a good point, too. So if the extension's always running, even when I'm streaming other stuff, maybe there's a way to also muck about with that. I don't know. Streaming is still kind of new to me. I still mean to do a few other things, and I haven't really, so whatever. Sanctuary for Air 1 is also a kind of like reasonable play for us in terms of just pure points value, but meh, it's not that good, so we're not going to. How safe mermaids are. Mostly I just mean mermaids have just such good expansion. Like, they're just positioned... Basically, mermaids, all of the blue hexes that they want, I mean, just look at how they're, like, positioned on this map. They essentially are kind of involved in everything, so you can't really get leech starved, you can't get neighbor starved. You have very flexible routes to towning. You have relatively decent ways as mermaids to connect. So, like, mermaids still just have this hex chilling for them in order to connect. You can often connect through this little portion as mermaids if you want to. One of the kind of major features of this map is this landmass, and it can be really hard to connect both sides of it. I mean, that's exactly the problem we have right now, right? I started on this side of the map and this side of the map, and I had 2 connection options, basically, and I failed to secure either one in time. Although, to be fair, Giants took both of them within the first 2 rounds, was it? Maybe 3 rounds. We'll give them within the first 3 rounds, but they went very quickly, which was unfortunate. But, oh, happens. It didn't help all the shipping towns disappeared that fast either. That was rough for us, but also happens, so... Darklings have a lot of priest points, but no pass points. So Darklings look like they're going to be like 110-ish, so we should at least beat them. Mermaids have a lot of resources. I think they're going to make it up enough points, but we'll find out. We really need to free up a dwelling so that we can get away with this dig and then fly build. So we're just going to free up a dwelling, giving mermaids a free leech. Yeah. Seems fine. I don't know who I should give it to. It looks like Giants need power more than mermaids currently do, but I don't really know. Giants... I'm not sure Giants have the resources for 2 towns like I was talking about. I mean, I think they must. Well, they might have to take coin towns, I guess. In which case, coin towns, they can have them. I don't know. I mean, it's fine by me. Yeah. Mermaids finally get their connection hex. Makes sense. I did forget I said I needed 1 more leech, so... But that's eventually coming. Anyhow, back to the mermaids talk, sorry. So mermaids I think are safe partly because of connection. I think their expansion is just so easy. They repeatedly have areas where they can dig and get 2 hexes. Like, they dig 1 hex and get 2 hexes essentially. Like up here, they dug this hex and got this hex. They started here, they dug this hex, got this hex. They dug this hex, then they had to dig this hex, and they got to this hex. Like, their expansion is just really good on this map. We now have our free dwelling. Let's see. Can anybody reach this hex? Mermaids can reach this hex, and I don't think they're going to mess with us. And that's it. Yeah, I think we're okay. So we're going to fly and hard dig this hex, and then we're going to hopefully fly and build on this hex. This is a nice little trick in order to get extra carpet flights in. If we built right now, that'd be fine, but we're going to get greedy and hope to carpet flight 1 more time. So yeah, we'll build that dwelling next, and then we'll build a trading post, and then fly here. And then if we have the resources, we'll build one more trading post and try to fly here. If we get away with that, that's another 2 and 6 is 8, 12. 3 flights is another 12, 24 points. We'd pass for 8. We'd have 32 more points. We'd be upper 120s after passing, and then it looks like we're going to get maybe 4 cult points here. So we'd end the game at, yeah, low 130s. Low 130s isn't that bad, but again, it's not that great. I suspect that's not enough, but I guess I can't be sure. It partly depends on how much Darklings are going to send priests to cults. That's not super efficient for them, but if they decide to actually fight mermaids and giants some, that's good for us. If we pick up 2 cult points here, that's also be pretty sweet. It doesn't look like giants are actually going to fight us on cults. But then again, giants might take a 8 victory point town. Those look really good. There's a chance we were supposed to take an 8-pointer town, actually, but eh. 2 for 1 leech. I said I need at least 1 more leech. I'm not 100% sure I need this because I might get a freebie later, but I'll accept a 2 for 1. I think it's worth it still. Hey, Fofo. Yeah, we think this is the same. Crix has pointed out that this is apparently the picture he uses on his YouTube. But I haven't actually asked him in the chat. So, you know, who knows? But we'll fly here. Yeah, that's what we want to do. So yeah, I do think this is the Agricola Gray, but I don't know for sure. Mermaids take a coin town. That's. Oh wait, yeah, they have a lot of ship upgrades they want to do. Okay, I was gonna say that surprises me, but never mind. It does kind of make sense. They also look. I forgot mermaids do look like they want an expensive. They did go fire too, so they're gonna try to go for an expensive. Oh wait a sec, they don't have any trading posts left. Oh, but they're gonna. Okay, they are gonna probably build their stronghold. And then they're gonna build an expensive trading post for a town, and then they're gonna advance ship 2 more times. So that sounds like quite a few more points. And then they're gonna have good network, and they have pretty good cults. But maybe, you know, maybe they're not that far into the 130s. I'm not sure. This is another 12 points. The pass is 27. The stronghold is 5 is 32. The trading post is like nothing. This is 36. The town is, let's call it an 8-pointer, is like 44. And then network is probably 15-ish. That's 59-ish points. Cults look to be about 15 to 20 for them. So they're going to get another 60, 75 points from where they currently are. Although they already scored 5 of those because they just built the stronghold. Actually more than 5. So still they are going to score in like the 140s. Yeah. So mermaids are getting to 140s. And then giants are probably also beating us. We're probably taking 3rd here, but oh well. Mermaids are so good. Oh my god, so good on this map. I bid them quite a bit, but not enough. Not enough at all is where it comes to, but oh well. We need to build a trading post now. Where's the most annoying one possible? We don't actually have a lot of annoying ones possible. Giants get a free leech no matter where we build, so I guess we'll put it here. It does look like we're going to get away with at least building out everything as I talked about. Building down to have 3 structures left on our board and not connecting is definitely sad. This is probably going to look like a game where if we just connected, we might be competitive for the win. But this is part of what we get for starting where we did and not hyper prioritizing just getting this connection hex. which we maybe could have done. Hey, Loki. No, I know. There's a neighbor. Come on, buddy. Come on. You're okay. Hey, bud. You're okay. Whoop. You're okay. Giants is getting his town down here. I'm guessing this... Oh, no. He probably takes a coin town. And maybe he does still make the sanctuary. Takes a coin town, makes the sanctuary, still gets another town. I don't know. It's... Doesn't look great, but... Oh, wait. He doesn't have Fire 2 yet. Oh. Yeah, he might just be making one more town then. I don't know if this is actually going to be a town for him, but that's okay. We can fly again, so let's fly again as long as we can. We need another 3 workers and 5 coins. We have 3 workers. We have 4 coins plus the workers, the 5 coins. So we have just enough stuff to build this trading post and build this dwelling. So that's good. Not tempted to take the leech and double dig to connect. This doesn't connect us because we don't have 2 range, right? So I would have been tempted by that, but yeah, we don't have a range. So we're just not connecting. The only way we could have connected this game is, yeah, we would have had a double dig and we would have had a stronghold. And that's so many resources. By that point, we're not building all these. We're not doing this many flights in the end. We're not building this much stuff. And I'm pretty sure that whole route leads to just way less points because I think if we connect, we're going to get essentially nothing at that point. Darklings are actually kind of fighting the connection game still, too, more than I would have thought, so... No, you're fine, Ghostly. I kind of forget I didn't get a range, advance this game either, so... But that could happen to Fakirs, which is kind of something I didn't think about during the auction either, but it's kind of a good reminder. Like, you kind of just assume you can get ship towns, but Giants are a faction that likes ship towns. Mermaids can like ship towns, especially when ship scoring is in the game. So you really can't bet on just getting a ship town late for range, which is what I was doing. And I have been punished for it. Do the mermaids need any more leech? Let's find out. They need 1 more ship advance, which they already have the power for, and then they just send priests somewhere, so no, they don't. So giving them power over giants is probably correct. Does look like giants are going for the town, so they're going to build a expensive trading post, which they have the resources for, and then they are connected on 2 ships, so like their town probably is an 8-pointer annoyingly. 8-pointer gets them quite a few extra cult points, but they're all cult points at our expense, which is the really painful part. But maybe we get lucky and they take the 11-pointer, but I'm pretty sure they're going to take the 8-point cult town and make us have way less cult points than I hoped. Mermaids also have priests left over, and they might choose to move up air. Hopefully they choose otherwise, but I don't have high hopes. Again, I don't think it really matters either at this point. I mean, Giants are also passing for 12 points. They have another town coming in. They have pretty decent network, and they have some cult points. So I think they're clearly upper 130s, low 140s. I think Mermaids are actually winning this game. I think Mermaids are upper 140s, low 150s. We're lower 130s, and Darklings, I think, are... Well, are Darklings a threat? I had written them off, but they're going to hit... They get like 112 with network, and then they get 120, 124, 128. Darklings are also pretty close to us, but oh well. Yeah, Mermaids are super strong on this map. I mean, Mermaids also just played a really good game. They got a lot of leech. They expanded well. They made 3 towns. They made network. They're hitting 5 ship with the ship tile. Like, they passed at the right times. They did a lot of the things they were supposed to. Um, and we took a dumb faction. Even though Fakirs are better on this map, they're still Fakirs. They're not that great. We shouldn't bid on them that much. They were 4 seats. They didn't get that much leech. We never thought they were going to get that much leech. Should have just bid more on mermaids. With that said, mermaids still kind of had a few more breaks, like I said. I mean, if Darklings decide to start like here or here, that at least slows mermaids down a bit. Darklings did essentially just choose locations where they were completely out of mermaid's way, so there is that too. But Gray is commenting kind of some of my thoughts too. The game broke really well for him, just a lot of like good ways it went. And then also, yeah, Giants took my hexes, never took mermaid hexes. So yeah, I mean, Darklings, like, essentially, yeah, the game just broke really well for mermaids. Everything went team mermaids, essentially. So. All right, well, we pass. I mean, we at least get to 127 points. The problem is our post game is terrible. Giants do go for the 8 victory point town, which again made total sense, but it's quite painful for us. But yeah, given they're already at 121, that looks awful for us. So. Flower is kind of admitted that he screwed us up. I mean, I like, he took what he probably needed to. I mean, his game looks pretty good, but yeah, he chose a line that really hurt us and did not hurt mermaids. To be honest, I don't blame him though. Like, again, just looking at ratings, you'd assume I'm the guy you need to worry about the most. So picking a line and a development path that hurts me and leaves mermaids open, probably fine, but. As I was kind of alluding to, Gray is a very strong gamer and capable of putting together strong games, and boom, here we are. But wow, okay, Giants were a lot closer than I thought. Mermaids, oh, maybe it's a tie for these guys, actually. Wow, yeah, interesting. Giants and Mermaids are gonna tie. That's really cool, actually. Good for them. We do pull third, but just barely. But yeah, it was not good for us. 20 points behind is not good. I'm guessing that even's gonna drop us to bronze 0. Yeah, all right. Well, that's good. We get to start from the true bottom of the barrel for our real arena climb here, so that's good. Good stuff. Yeah, these starting VPs just look real bad in hindsight. Giants are just a lot better when they get leech and stuff. They were gonna probably have a better game than I thought. Mermaids just were always gonna have a good game. Bidding for Fakirs like hardly at all was probably wrong. Fakirs were, I think, a bit better than Darklings, but it's hard to say. Even Darklings got real close to us with some rough stuff too. Our power, interestingly enough, we never used power for spades at all. We only got 1 coins power action, and then we got a bridge and a priest. This suggests we got very little power throughout the game, which is also a lot of why we lost, I think. Let's look quick. Power gained via structures. Yeah, Darklings got almost no leech all game, which is pretty expected. But yeah, we did not get a lot of leech. I don't know if this is probably Giants, I'm guessing. No, it's mermaids. So mermaids partly win this game due to just this incredible, it's a great amount of leech. Yeah, I mean mermaids had to pay a lot for their leech, but it's just so good. That helps fuel your game so much. Giants also got a good amount of leech. So yeah, I think we probably misbid. We also just saw the game break kind of poorly for us, but these things can happen, and we might have made one or two kind of questionable choices, but that's all right. Again, we get to start our arena season off at good old Bronze Zero now. Hey Gray, thanks for tuning in. I assume that's you, and excellent tide win then, really nicely played. Um, and yeah, you're right, Lumen. Fakirs different from landscape. Fakirs is quite good. The dwelling at the end was poor. Yeah, you didn't need to build the other dwelling because I could never connect, so you weren't fighting me, yeah, network-wise. But, yeah, Gray jumping in the TM ladder. And, yeah, he's ahead of me now, so I'll hopefully catch up soon. But, yeah, not the best way to start our arena season, but I guess not the worst. Third place. Only losing 21 elo. We'll see where it goes in the future, but thanks all for tuning in and stuff. I'm hoping to stream a lot more TM this season. Yeah, I think I'm going to play a lot of these arena games and stream a decent number of them. So we'll see where that takes us. Those looking for Agricola content, I'm sure I'll eventually play that game again too, but we'll get around to it. Yeah, Lumen, my St. Petersburg game started with some other dude getting a round 1 mistress and me I did get a round 1 observatory, but of course I flipped a stupid shipbuilder when I observed the worker stack, and then I decided to worker again and got whatever the 6 cost ones are, and I'm fighting a round 1 mistress, and yeah, it's just I never flipped anything good with my observatory either. It was just a painful game. So but that happens. You cannot win them all in the long run. Skill averages out, yada yada yada. Probably when I observed the worker. Well, it was round 1 observatory, right? Like, I think you have to observe the worker stack in round 1, but maybe not. I don't know. To be fair, I just actually don't love playing observatories because I think they're luck fests. But if you're like, I don't know what you're supposed to do. I guess not, but yeah. Anyhow, the main takeaways from this game: mermaids are really good on this map. Fakirs without a landscape are still a pretty fragile and iffy faction, and you just shouldn't bid that much for them. Giants can be a lot better on this map because they can get a lot of leech and they're in the center. And the other big lesson is Fakirs probably need range towns, and during bidding you should probably think somewhat about who might also want ship towns this game. Because I think that was the other big thing we missed during the auction. I think I completely missed out on the idea that I might just get blocked on range towns. But yeah, both range towns were gone by round 3. So that's not good. But oh well. It was all good, everybody, and see you all around. I'm gonna head off for now.